Alright, so before we get started, I just want to give a huge shout out to Winmax for sponsoring this video. Also Garrett from 702 Laser for letting us use his garage for the install. So back in October, my car finally hit the 5-year mark, which also marks the last payment on my car. Also roughly about 98,000 miles. I think it's a good time to finally change the brakes. Yeah. So even though we're using a small lift for this install, jack stands will work fine. Also helping us with the install, we have our ace mechanic Kylie. And as for the brakes themselves, I'm going with the Winmax W1s. It's rated for high performance use with minimal noise and brake dust, which is perfect for daily driving. So the first thing you want to do is loosen your lug nuts before lifting the car up. Then once it's up, you can remove your wheels. Now behind your caliper, there are two 14mm bolts that need to be removed. Once those bolts are removed, you should be able to slide your caliper forward and it'll come right off. Surprisingly, with hardly any effort. And am I the only one concerned about how easy it is for the caliper to come off? But whatever. The brake pads should also come out as easily. Once those are out, you can go ahead and clean up the area with brake cleaner, or well, you should. Well, you don't have to, but I recommend doing so. And after you're done with that, you can go ahead and put in the new brake pads. We decided to leave off the backing plates. It'll increase brake noise just a little bit, but it can also help with cooling, and it just looks kind of cool, being able to see the brake pads. Now over to the caliper. We need to depress the pistons, which we're using a brake caliper hand press for. This basically pushes back the pistons in your caliper so you're able to fit it over the new brake pads. After that, you can put back the two 14mm bolts and torque them to 19 foot-pounds. And that's how you do the front brake pads. Moving on to the rear, these are slightly different. The caliper is a little smaller with only one piston, but for the most part, it's all the same steps. So for the rear, there's two 14mm bolts that need to be removed. After that, slide out the caliper and take out the old brake pads. Spray some brake cleaner here and there, swap in the new brake pads, compress the piston in the caliper and put it back on. Okay, so yeah, pretty much the exact same steps. Anyways, just do that to both sides and there you have it. That's how you change the brake pads on a Scion FRS, well, and I guess it's Toyota now, Toyota 86 or a Subaru BRZ. So that's it for today. Once again, huge shout out to Winmax USA for sponsoring this video. Please do check them out. I have links in the description. Please let me know what you think of this video. It's a pretty simple install at most. I'd probably rate it a difficulty of 2 out of 7. It's an odd number to put it. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I have links to all those in the description. And as always, thanks for watching.